the trip to Edinburgh started. So let's just go with day one, and this is the famous Victoria Street. Well, I mean, it is famous. So yes, as you may see, it has a lot of fun stores and some restaurants as well, cool colors, and there are also stairs that go up to the castle. Yeah, makes your life a bit easier. I guess the stairs are over there between the blue building on the right side. Yeah, so that's right next to that building. You can see the stairs up, and there are also some cool restaurants on that upper level. Either way, I thought that the street was cool and all, but I mean, it was very crowded. I did pass by this a few times. There is this cool store, the red store, on the left that has some like Harry Potter and a few other like Lord of the Rings and stuff like that. So merchandise and yeah. And on the right there's a museum for Harry Potter as well. So that store is completely dedicated to Harry Potter. And yeah, so this is the bottom of the street. There are a few restaurants over there. And at the end to the right, you can get to the grass market, which is a place with some few other restaurants. Again, this part of the city is very touristy. You can see over there an armored man, and yeah, there's a store there with some merchandise for Game of Thrones as well. But anyway, yeah, so this is Victoria Street. Over there at the bottom there's a very cool vintage shop with some cool clothing. Yeah, so that would be the overall for Victoria Street. Now let's just give this gentleman some time. Oh well, there's no time like pipe time. And this is a small view that I just found randomly, I guess, decided to film. And yes, that was on my way to the castle, and this is on the upper part near the castle. So on the hill where the castle is. And yeah, here's the castle instead. So the castle, you have to pay to go in, and not only that, you have to schedule a time and buy the ticket online, and that's the Arthur's Seat. You will see a lot of that in this video. So given that I had to buy my ticket online and there was no immediate time scheduling, so I had like half an hour to spare, and I decided to go for a walk on a Royal Mile. So this is what we see right now. Royal Mile is a street that goes from the castle, and it goes to the Holyrood Palace. Holyrood Palace is the location where the kings and queens from United Kingdom stay. I did not go there. I mean, it was closed for some time, and then I don't know, I just had better things to do, I guess. And here in front of us we have the St. Giles Cathedral, and yes, and just another cathedral, I guess. Me being from Europe, we've got cathedrals everywhere. But yes, very nice. You can see the weather cleared, and the colors are amazing here. The Royal Mile itself, you can see a lot of shops, a lot of things mainly dedicated to the tourists as well. But I went here because, I mean, again, I just wanted to, you know, check the cathedral, and also I had to exchange some money, you know, just to have some pocket money, to pay anything that would have to be paid in cash. But yeah, it was very easy to use my card, very easy to use the transportation as well, and of course for all of you who speak English, very easy to communicate with people. People are very nice. I found that in general people were very sympathetic, you know, very helpful. And on the bus, most people said thank you when they were when the driver stopped for them, so I thought that that was really cute. And anyway, so this is me going up to the castle, and here I am. So here it is, the entrance to the castle. I don't know if I mentioned that already, but the ticket cost £18, which I would say is quite a bit. I mean, but yeah, I just decided to go for it because, well, it is what it is. Either way, you can see me struggling sometimes with the filming. I just wanted to be discreet, and I don't know, I don't have much practice of filming, like in a vlog style, or I don't know. But also I wanted to just, you know, it's difficult to see things and to film things at the same time. So of course I wanted to enjoy myself on the trip, but I also wanted to film for you, so you can enjoy this as well. But again, regarding the castle, it is not it is not one building alone. There are several buildings from different time points as well. So yes, looks really cool. Some parts look really old, and it looks like a small, I wouldn't say small city, but more like a small village inside the castle. And again, there are several museums. There's museums of war, or like artillery and stuff like that. I can't recall the exact name. There's a museum or a room for some jewels, royal jewels and stuff like that. But yes, I mean, I wouldn't say that that's the main thing about the castle. The main thing is the view. So the view is amazing, and again the weather cleared here, so that was very nice. And yeah, so at the bottom there you can see Calton Hill, which is coming up next, and at the bottom you can see Princess Street Gardens and Princess Street, of course. This is one of the rooms. Again, had a lot of spears and swords and stuff like that. I thought it looked really cool. I did not film in the museums because we were not allowed. And here's the majestic view of Arthur's Seat. I mean, for me, I was so impressed. I arrived to the stairs and I was very impressed with that. And here it is again. I mean, yes, so that was my visit to the castle. And here I'm at the Greyfriars Kirkyard or graveyard. This was after my lunch. I had my lunch at a Korean restaurant, and at the evening my mother called me, and I told her that, and she was like, "Did you really go to the Scotland just to go to Korean restaurant?" So after she scolded me, I went to, proper Scottish restaurants. But either way, here I was just chilling. Again, I walked quite a bit around already, and this is a very cool place that I thought that I would go just to chill a little bit and also check out the views and stuff like that. Either way, this is really famous graveyard because of Harry Potter. I mean, again, J.K. Rowling came here a lot of time and she was writing Harry Potter, and so a lot of names are inspired by people who are buried here. There's a tour and people can guide you and place the names and stuff like that. I decided just to go by myself. I did find Thomas Riddle's grave, but yes, I was not actually looking for the names. I was just appreciating the overall environment of the place. And this is the school. It's a private school. Supposedly J.K. Rowling was inspired to describe Hogwarts in her books. Again, it's a private school. I couldn't go there. I mean, you can't go there. It's closed, I guess. Yes. And here's some cages on the I thought that was kind of interesting, the caged graves. I think it's just my imagination, really, but oh well. So yes, this was the Greyfriars Kirkyard. It is really central, and it's really cool with the autumn colors. And now I am at National Museum of Scotland. I thought I decided to go there at the end of the day, closer to the evening, you know. This is a really good place to go, I guess, when it rains, which it does a lot. But it's okay. It's okay. So this museum is really cool, I would say. It has a little bit of everything. And yes, so here's some really cool dresses. And I found my perfect dress. And here it is. Yes, the one at the center. I don't know on which occasion I would wear it, but that's the perfect dress. I just thought it was lovely. Anyway, as you may see, there's like an industrial vibe, some dinosaurs, some animals as well, hanging there in the middle. You saw the airplanes as well. Here are them again from the second floor. So the sections are a little bit divided, but again, as I mentioned, there's a little bit of everything, so it's not boring. And I don't know why I insisted filming this bike. It really isn't a good shot, but I just thought that how were people able to ride it? It's so tall. Anyway, here we have some rocket and then the placement of the all kinds of airplanes. Anyway, the building itself is really cool. There's a coffee there as well, so you can just stop in the middle and have some pastry, some coffee, and chill for a little bit and then continue your journey. And didn't film much in the museum, but here's one really, really cool badass that I wanted to show you. Look at him, this badass samurai. And here's another badass that I found. Unfortunately, I didn't buy it, but I wanted to film it because I love Itachi. Day 2. So, on day 2, I'm filming again Arthur's Seat. This is the closest that I got to it. I did not actually go. You can go for a hike there, but I just did not think that my, physical capacities were enough to complete that. And again, I had so many other things to see. And in a way, this is Calton Hill. And yes, so Calton Hill, and this is a very cool place. And for me, it's a must go. I mean, it's just amazing. You can see by, the pictures. I just thought that the view, you can see the city, the whole city from different perspective. I mean, it is a hill. That monument that you see is called National Monument. And yes, so it looks like Parthenon. It's not complete. I think they ran out of money to complete it, but I think it looks so cool, just like that. You can see the ocean as well. So this is a very, very cool place. Again, a must go if you ever go to Edinburgh, which you should put on your bucket list because it's a very, very lovely city. And either way, I am just roaming around at this point, and the view here again, it's amazing. One of the most impressive things for me in Edinburgh is the hills, and I think that just that landscape makes the buildings stand out so much more and look really majestic. But here I am filming Arthur's Seat again. Just look at that, it just looks so impressive. And I don't know, I know it's just a hill, it's a dormant volcano, but yeah, I don't know, it's just something there. I don't know, was magical for me, of course. And yes, so in this case I stayed there for a little bit, just chilling and enjoying the views. And I think, yes, hello me, I filmed myself as well. I don't know why. Anyway, but it didn't go well. And 1, 2, there it goes, that happened. And anyway, so the hill also has a few other monuments. Again, it does include the observatory and a really good view of the Arthur's Seat. Let's all create a drinking game of how many times I'm going to show and say Arthur's Seat in this video. I think that we will be pretty drunk at the end of this. Anyway, but overall it just felt really, really great. At the top of the hill it was really windy, but I appreciate that it wasn't raining anymore, and so the sun came out, and it does happen a lot in Edinburgh, so it rains and then it stops, and you know, just like that. I thought it was okay, it did not rain that much. And here I am again. I don't know why I insist filming myself. I guess it's just, you know, like a proof that it's really me who's filming this. I was really there, you know. Well, go away. Yes, okay. Yes, let's move on. So this is the view of the city from the other side. I think there's some kind of parliament there. I don't know quite where, but anyway, I thought that this was a really good point right there on that path to take a photo. So yeah. Anyway, so this is the observatory there on the right, and in the center that's Nelson Monument. The background, I think that thingy with the, I don't know how to describe it, but that's a shopping center on the background of Nelson Monument. It looks kind of really cool, and yes. So this is I went around the hill, and this is, let's say, the last monument you can see on the Calton Hill. Yes, so anyway, and afterwards I went to Howie's, which is a really good restaurant, had some raspberry gin cocktail, and surprise, some Huggies. It swear it didn't taste bad. It was really good. But I guess you have to go to Howie's because I think they won an award for that haggis dish. So it must be, something. Anyway, this is on Princess Street. Not like princess, girl, princess, but more like princess, so something of the prince. Prince apostrophe S. Anyway, Princess Street, and that thingy over there, the majestic tall thing, is the Scott Monument. You can climb it, but I'm slightly claustrophobic, and it's really, straight. And again, you have to climb a lot of stairs to go up there. And with Castle and Calton Hill, I had my fair share of climbing done already. Anyway, those are Princess Street Gardens. I just thought this place was amazing. Again, at this point, I had some cocktail, some raspberry gin. I had some good food. I was in a really good mood as well, but I think that this place is really cool as well. You to come with some coffee, have a seat, and just enjoy the view. It's amazing. You can see the city there at the top. And this is what I was saying, since the city is so uneven in terms of landscape. So you have the hills and the lower parts, and then you can see how majestic the buildings look. But anyway, nearby there's a national gallery. I went there. I found this cute picture of a girl that is face palming over a dead bird, and that is the castle at the top, of course, very majestic looking. And obviously this is the point from the other side, the view from the other side. So yes, so this is the lower part of the Princess Street Gardens. There was this really cool house there, like right at the beginning of the garden, and I just thought it was amazing. I would love to live there, just have that amazing view. I don't know if anyone actually lives there, but it's a private house. You can go there. Anyway, those benches have some names of people, must mean something, but yes, I did not go too much into that. And in a way, I found this sad-looking boy. I think it's a monument for children. But yes, this cutie, I found it in the middle of the garden. And here we have the castle again, because why not? But yes, I thought that it really looked majestic here. Because, and mind you, so this is in the middle of the city. The castle is placed in the middle of the city. So around it, there are, the center is around the castle. So yes, I just think it looks, it looks amazing. And here we go to day 3. And that may look really random, but this is the street where I was staying. My hotel, or actually guest house, was there, but it is in the center. It's really random street. You can see people live here. There's a bus coming. Anyway, but I just thought that the overall ambience of the city was just amazing, and it was really close to Royal Botanical Gardens, where we are now. So yes, it was raining quite a bit here. And yes, I apparently was there almost by myself. I did not meet many people, but I thought that it was really pretty, and it was just so chill, and just overall, again, the ambient. This would be a place where I would spend quite a bit of time. But anyway, I have a part that is with a natural sound, so let's just give that a time. Alright, so I'm back roaming around. At this point, I was really tired. I don't know how people I did plan some things from one day to another, because this was like a last hour type of decision. But either way, I was just so tired by the end of it, that at this point I was just, you see me, like I was going one way, and then I decided, nope, I'm gonna go another way. Yes, but this is the Asian part, I don't know, Japanese, Chinese part of the garden. I thought it was cool, and it must look really nice, especially, when some of the more exotic plants and flowers are blooming. But, I don't know, I was just wandering around with the camera. I feel like I think I also felt a bit more comfortable filming, because there was no one around. But yes, again, this is day 3. I was pretty tired. No matter what type of comfortable shoes I bring to any of my trips, like by the end of the trip, my feet are always killing me. I don't know if that's just me, or I don't know. But either way, the plan for today was, everything that I have left to do in my list was to go to the Botanical Garden. So I walked there since it was close to my guest house. And then from there I decided to walk to the Dean Village. So yes, those were the 2 mandatory mandatory step-bys for me on the 3rd day. And yes, so the weather was a bit, less pleasant. The stay again, it was raining quite a bit in the morning when I left the guest house, but I mean, it's okay. You gotta have an umbrella though. I would recommend to bring a small umbrella that you can carry with you in a backpack or your bag, because it rains like, I don't know, for 10 or 15 minutes and then it stops. Sometimes it rains a bit more. Anyway, the weather is like that, and then it's sunny, and then it's really warm, and then it's really cold. So the weather is surprisingly unpredictable. Well, let's skip the surprisingly. I mean, Scotland is pretty far at the north, so. And from the garden you can see here that I walk to the Water of Leith walkway. So Water of Leith is a river that runs through Edinburgh. And yes, so you can definitely walk from the garden and following the water towards the Dean village. The lady owner of the guest house where I was staying, she recommended this to me. She said that she does this walk almost, every day. And as you can see here, you can find a lot of really cool places by the river. And again, this is part of the new town. The new town that is new, but it was built like in 18th century, I guess. I'm not quite sure, don't quote me on that. But yeah, so it's not that new, comparing to, I don't know, other cities where new town is built, I don't know, in the 80s or like 70s, 50s, etc. So yes, another cool thing, you can find these hidden gems by the river, as this thing that you see in front of you, which is St. Bernard's Well. I mean, I just thought this pathway was amazing. Consider again that this is in the center of the city. I mean, in the middle of the city. So you can have that river with that type of greenery around it, and then this really nice monument. I mean, for me, this looks like, I don't know, something from Pride and Prejudice, when Mr. Darcy tells Elizabeth that he, anyway, where am I going with this? Anyway, but the place is amazing. I was really glad that I took that walk. So yeah, highly recommend if you go to obviously it depends on what you want to do, but you don't need to go, to the Botanical Gardens. You can just follow this way from a certain point and, then go to the Dean village. But I could really appreciate it because I thought that it was just magical. And this is the Dean village. Right there, the bridge is at the entrance. So you can see like the stones are full of moss. And I don't know, it just looks a bit like from other life, And again, I mean, just the whole disposition, the green around, and yes. Anyway, but Dean Village is definitely a point to stop by, and I would for sure recommend to go there. And I mean, in general, I really enjoyed it, but you can see here, this is the village itself. I really enjoyed it, but I don't know, maybe I had my expectations set too high, because I mean, obviously I did look for things to do in Edinburgh, and Dean Village was mentioned so many times. And I did saw some videos, some photos, but then, and it looks really cool. I mean, you can see yourself here, but I don't know why this was the most underwhelming place for me, just in general, in the whole visit. Again, maybe my expectations were too high, and then reality did not meet the expectations. So usually I don't do that, actually, or I tend to try to, not to go there and do that. But either way, maybe it's because I was thinking that it would be something like the old village from Strasbourg, or like here in Germany, Monschau as well. It's amazing. It looks like a place from Brothers Grimm fairy tale. And it does. You can see here it looks magical. It looks, again, like something from a different life, like something from a fairy tale, like something from many other things, like those legends and stuff like that. But again, it was really small. I mean, there's one bridge and then there's the other bridge, and that's it. There's really nothing to do there, and like no restaurants, no shops. But people live there, there were renovations going over there at the bottom. So yeah. And anyway, I don't want to undersell it, but yeah. And at this point I was just roaming around. I did not have any more plans for this day, so so this is the new city, as you can see. I mean, it doesn't really look new. It looks like old building from a different century. But again, I was just walking around. I wasn't going anywhere in specific. And this is the path that I found randomly, which was another amazing thing about Edinburgh, because just go to the random street and then you come out on the other side and you see this, which for me is one of the more precious things in terms of traveling. So the hidden gems that you find in all the places, stuff like that. I mean, again, you can see the castle over there, amazing view. So yes, and yes, I think that just in general the trip went really well. And I thought that I was really lucky, because again, it did go so smoothly. But yes, afterwards I got sick, and maybe you can hear it in my voice. maybe not. But I decided to film it either way. I have been gaining my voice back slightly, so if you hear a slight raspiness in my voice, you know, sounding so sexy, yeah, that's the thing. Anyway, but yes, hidden gems, a lot of them. Just wandering around was very pleasant. People were very nice to me. And this is around the school. That school that I mentioned that inspired Hogwarts. Again, it has this huge wall around it. So you can't really see it and go there. But yes, I mean, you can see some really old walls. And, yes, altogether, yes, this was a great experience. And this is a very good place to take. It's very famous to take pictures. I took some as well. But yes, you can just stand at the stairs, and then the castle is at the back. I mean, and at this point the weather was a bit better, so I'm almost losing my voice again. So I'm glad that the video is also almost over. But at the bottom there, you can just reach Grass Market, and from there go to Victoria Street and all of that. And yeah, so this is pretty much it. I had some really nice pie for lunch, and this is goodbye. Yes, so I was on my way to airport at this point, and I was listening to Elvis' song, Loving Arms. It's not very famous, but I highly recommend you to check it. Either way,